Okay, let's come back, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, we're now, hello, come back, please. Okay, thanks. All right. So, we're going to work on, I'm going to walk you through applying to the following object example. Dolby, quickly, thank you. All right. So, and then we're going to give you an opportunity to work on applying it to the optics. Then we'll try to take it up and sort of walk through it. And then the final hour, again, we'll be doing milestones. Okay, so let's look at the gravity first for the arrays. How we'll start to use arrays in a real program for gravity. Okay? So I'll close this. So please, you can also open your book to page 30 in your workbook. So now we're into the workbook now, page 30. This time in your workbook. So page 30. Okay. All right. So there's a place for you to write your UML. There's also a place, and then we'll start to work through how we would create the arrays and walk through it. Okay. Okay. All right, now we're going to make use of arrays for the following objects problem. All right. This is our program so far, right? This is the loop program we have. It runs well. It does everything we need to do. If you want, I think the UML will be here. Oops, no, it's not. Oops, my mistake. Okay. All right. There's our basic one. Now, the code works. It does everything we need to do, so the problem can be considered solved. We don't need arrays, but I need to teach you how to use arrays, so we're going to do it. Okay? It is a few minor problems, this program. One, I need to run it twice. Okay? And secondly, I input, I do calculations, I output, I input. I input, do calculations, output. Input, do calculations, output. So you can see it's all mixed together, the input and the output. And because of this, I can't really make a nice table because I'm printing things and pulling them in and pushing them all over the place. So I can't make a nice format. So those are minor problems. I can do it myself manually afterwards if I want. So the program here works well. But one solution, and I'm not saying this is the best solution, it's one solution because programming is both science and it's art. So in this case, how you do it is basically a lot of art involved as well. So I can't say one is a better solution than another solution. Okay? But this one will use arrays. All right. So it has some advantages. One, you only have to run, I want to write a program that only has to be run once. I want to write a program that, first of all, takes all the input, then does all the calculations, then does all the output. And I would like a program that will give me a format, everything as a table. Okay, so those are the things I want. Okay? Again, we're talking about art. Okay? So, this is our current UML, right? How our current UML, our current program works. Basically, I run it the first time. I get read 1, H1, read H2. And if I entered a T2 less than 0, I know it's time to end the program. Otherwise, I start outputting the average time and the velocity and completely save those, go around and do the whole thing in a loop. I then go to the right side. It's the same program. I run my program again for a second time. This time, I'm reading the velocities, pairs of velocities. Okay, and we go through and we loop it. Now, you can see how if we structure this, basically what's happening. Okay, we want to now change the structure. So you see, this is our original structure. Well, let's change it in such a way that we will, gone too far. I do all my input at once. In other words, I just put a single loop and I input everything. Okay, so my input is now finished. So I need an array to store that information. I can then calculate the velocities in a loop. I can do all my velocity calculations. I then do all my acceleration calculations, store them in an array, and then I use an output. So this way you can see, for input I've got a loop. For calculating velocities I've got a for loop, or some sort of loop, and accelerations are a loop, and output is a loop. In particular, once in the first loop, when we're reading, we don't know how much data we have. So we would need to use a dual while loop. A while loop or a do while loop. After that, for velocity, acceleration, and output, we can use for loops. Okay, so our program will take place 4 loops in this program of conditional looping. 1 will do while, and 3 for whiles, along with arrays to store the data. Okay, are there any questions? How come when I ask for questions, you guys are so quiet? Come on, okay. I'd be much more happy if you were saying something. Okay, great. Okay. All right. So this is our code to modify. Okay, now let's start to walk through our modification. Okay? You can sort of follow, can follow around. I'll start with Notepad and sort of work through this and try to modify it. So first of all, I want to grab G loop that I'm going to start modifying. Okay. Give me a second and we'll get that. I don't want that one. Okay. Here we are, my starting point will be this program. Okay, no, I don't want to update. Oh, okay, sorry. I don't want to do that. Where's my crazy? Is he going to let me do it? Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, there's my initial program. All right. Let's look here. As we start to say, I'm going to have my first loop. It's going to be a do while loop. Okay, so I'm going to want to read everything first. Okay, so I'm going to start to change this. I'm not going to change anything in any functions. My functions. You okay, Adam? You guys okay over there? Are you confused again? If you have a question, please ask so I can figure out where you guys are lost. Okay? So it's helpful if you can ask questions. Okay. All right. Let's continue then. Okay. If I get questions over there, please. Come on, guys. Ask questions. Come on. It's so. Don't like to just be talking. All right. Okay. So we're not going to change any of the functions. So let's push them down somewhere so I don't see them. Okay. The only part I'm going to worry about is going to be enter main. Okay. You can see I'm going to need one more variable, I. So let's create him too. Integer I equals 0. Okay. So I'm going to start my loop. Okay. Let's say it's going to be a do while. Do. And I'm going to use arrays now. So let's make the arrays some big. Define. It should be a number that's bigger than I'll ever use, so maybe we'll 100. Okay? So that allows me to do 100 data points. So now y is going to be an array. Okay, t is going to be an array. Okay, and I'm going to need an array to hold. Okay, that's the first part. And I have my integer. I'll just leave these things. I'll keep these guys here right now. Okay, but let's continue on. I can't have another t, so I'll put TA or something right now. Okay, do get address of y1 brackets I t1 okay, I don't need one. T brackets I and y brackets I, okay? And then it's going to be, okay, and I'm going to do a while. This is going to be a while. This is the most difficult part of setting up this loop. While what is true? While t brackets I is less than or greater than 0.0. Okay, this is my first verse. Okay, I'm going to keep looping and getting it. So it's while t. Let's first of all we'll increment the I. So in this case, I plus plus. But that will give me starting at y1, which I don't want, so I better start at I equals, well, maybe I can do it this way. So, all right, I can start with I equals minus 1. Okay? So it'll first increment it. I will be 0. I will get y0, t0. I will check, is it greater than 0? If it is, then okay. Alternately, I don't have to do it this way. I could do something like this. Okay, that's one way of doing the first loop. Okay? Because the first loop is the more challenging one, so I'm going to give a couple of different ways. This will be another way we could do it, is just read, get. Bother, I don't want to hit there. Get. Put it outside the loop. Start with I equals 0. Okay, while brackets t hard brackets I is greater than 0.0 or 0. Or minus, if I want to say minus 0.001. Okay, that's probably the more safer way of doing it. What do I want to do? I want to get, I'm going to do I plus plus, add 1, get y of t, finish. Okay. This would be another way of doing it. So in other words, I read 1, I check, is it greater than 0? Increment I, read the next one. And I'll continue to read. Okay? And then that provides the first part. Okay, now. Okay. There we are. Well, t2 greater. I can use this condition. I'll just put it up here now rather than putting this big minus. So I'll just put the minus epsilon since I already have it there. Okay. Okay, there we are. There's my first loop. Now I know how many times. I've got this part done. I've counted the entries. Now I can start here. And data equals I. Okay. I have another integer here. n data. So I've got n data pieces. And I can start to use for loops. For I equals 0, I less than n data, I plus plus. And I'm just going to take all the derivatives. Okay. Y brackets I, y brackets I plus 1, t brackets I, t brackets I plus 1. So I'm doing each pair now. And I need the mean value of t brackets I, t brackets I plus 1. And the printing stuff is going to be somewhere else, so this is going to be the end of this for loop. Okay, now, obviously I don't want this, these are all velocities. So let's create an array for velocities. V brackets M and TV brackets M. Okay, because I'm going to have to store them all into an array, one for velocity, one for time. Okay, and that will just hang there. So this is now going to be V brackets I and VT brackets I. Okay, so now there's my velocity calculation finished. I'm going to have another loop to do the acceleration calculation. So I'm going to need an array to hold them. An array to hold all the times at which these accelerations are taken. And in this case, I think I can just copy this. So this will be A, this will be V, VT, 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 VT. Okay, acceleration is now finished, but I have to be careful of the limits. This will be -1, and this will be -2. Because remember, we lose 1 point each time we loop it. And finally, we have the output. Okay, oops. I shouldn't do that. Okay. So the output is going to be another for loop. Less than n data. And just going to be, forget all this stuff, just fprintf. Percent LF, %LF, comma, %LF, comma, %LF, comma, %LF. And what am I going to print? Y brackets T, Y brackets I, hard brackets I, comma, T, hard brackets I, comma, V, hard brackets I, comma, VT, hard brackets I, comma, and then A, hard brackets I, comma, AT, hard brackets I. And I don't think I need this thing at the end anymore. Okay, so that should basically, hopefully, be our program. So we're now using arrays everywhere through. Let's now try to run it. Okay, hopefully it'll work. All right. Save as, gotta save it to my SDBA drive. G8 array, point C, okay. Then we go back to NCC.
GCC minus C minus wall G8 array point C. Whoops, lots of errors. Okay, EPS 1. Okay, it's EPS. Oops. So 1. I'll try to put it on so both sides show. Okay. Next error is V of t is not there. Oops, backwards. VT. Okay. What's this? V, okay. VT looks okay. These guys should be alright. VT, okay. So no, should hopefully that be okay. Let's see, any more what more errors am I going to get? Yep. Line 28. There's a VG here. What's it doing, VG? VT. Save it, get rid of that guy, fix that. What error do I have here? Okay, too many arguments. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, only 5. Comma percent L LF. Let's try again. Only one more error. Okay. What is it not like? Oh, what's this thing doing here? All by himself. No friend. Okay. He's gone. Let's try again. Okay. So it now compiles okay, and it should now run. It will now run and print everything together. Okay. Do I have any directory ASCII.csv? Is there anything left here with CSV? No. So I'll have to download it from online. Info. So I'll grab the code. See, actually, my okay, CCC. Go. Where's my gravity file? Gravity. Should be a CSV file down here that we use for flow. Here we are. Download. Save link as. Down to into this PC. SCBA. Save. Okay, done. All right, so let's, okay, so I'm going to try to read it from that file. So the program I just called was G8 array, and I'm trying to read it from this file. Oh, I didn't link it yet. GCC minus C minus O G dot exe G8 array dot O. Okay, G, and I'm going to try to bring the. So remember the file height mgdt.csv. Okay, there was our data file ending by -1. Okay, so I should be able to. I'll just use that. I'll just use that as my input file. mgdt.csv is my input file. Okay, and now it just basically generates the whole table. Everything is done, and there's all the accelerations, all the velocities, etc. I probably don't want that input, but I want to make that change later. Okay. Okay, how's our time? Okay. What we'd like to give you some time now to do is to try to also work through the gravity one. I'm going to go on to, I'll put on to Google Meetings. I'm going to give you I'm going to share my screen on Google Meetings. But we're going to work on having you also convert the loop program into gravity. Johnny and Sabrina will be helping you if you have questions so that we can talk to you and answer your questions on about using arrays, loops, etc. Okay? The way I did it is not the only way. There are many ways of doing it, okay? Don't think I'm giving you the way to do it. It's not. So you're going to be working on finishing page 30, okay? Page 30 in your book on array. And I'll get you the links over the portal. Including this. It will cover up until functions and variables up to here. It's not four functions and so chapter 4 we have functions and 5. And the basic over here, looking at the function should be a main PowerPoint. Variables, there's textbook reading and the theory part, and this is variables and
So if I pass this class, what is the
minimum amount have to be able to do complete up until okay, not from the end up to here. It's the minimum you can see various also the videos for all different classes, variables and these are some remedial stuff, but nothing like 6, 7, anything from 6 to 7, 4 or 5 is an yeah, so they're all that's been disabled. Okay, we'll get that too. I have going actually, you can see them the other way of getting this. There's the whole thing there. On YouTube, the YouTube version is in this big screen. You can see the daughter's stayed at school. She does as well. So it's the morning of getting her registered for senior high school. Also on her way to Canada to study. She does for Canada with my cat. So it's been busy. I think we'll now try to start to walk through the game. Okay. Okay, so you can see on the group meeting, I thought maybe we also walk through, you can make the changes on yours and we'll sort of walk through how we do this, how we actually program on our group meeting again. So we'll do that. So this again, as you can see, is the UML diagrams that we would want to do. And we're just trying to convert the UML to code. Okay? In this case, my test is at the end of the loop. Okay, so we just have to try to follow the UML as we code. Just like so. First of all, again, we need to download zero loop. So I download my loop file. Okay, my loop file is being downloaded. I find my notepad. Okay, notepad, jam it in here. Okay. Let's first of all look at the first part. I'm just trying to convert the UML to C code. Okay, so let's just push everything down and try to do our conversions. We won't worry about this variables yet. So you can see here, first of all, I need an integer I equals 0. Oops. Integer I equals 0, following the UML. Okay, next thing to do is to read H and I. That's going to be, so the get. So I'll grab one of these guys. These guys, okay, I'll throw everything down. Maybe I'll just throw everything down, just put everything at the top. Okay, just put all this down. I'm not going to erase it yet. Integer, okay. That's our first step. Second step is read, so that's get, I don't know, why don't I just get float prompt. Get float prompt, or just get float. Let's just use get float. And get float doesn't require anything, right? So it just requires this. And I can then just place what or H brackets, hard brackets, I equals, and T hard brackets, I equals get float. Okay, so I'm getting my two floats, H and T. All right, my next line says increment it by 1. Okay, that's the counting of the entry. I plus plus. And this, okay, the if is at the bottom, so it's got to be a do while loop. So do. Okay, I'm doing this, and I want to check, is there more data? In this case, if ti is greater than or equal to 0, there is, but this is going to be checking the ti minus 1. So it's going to be a do, if I write it this way, while, okay, we are going to have to check to see, have we put something in this less than, okay. Well, t hard brackets I minus 1 is greater than minus EPS. Okay, greater than 0. There's my first loop. Okay, I'm checking to see what I've entered, then I increment it for my next t, and I'll make my loop this way. There's a different way of doing the loop. Okay, so if you want to do try to upgrade that part and think about what it means. Okay, so once we have finished getting all the data, this part, it's just another part of doing loops that we need to put in. Oh, sorry, I got to make sure we've got our declares. Double, we need to have the arrays. For example, in this case, it's h brackets, maybe m, some big number, and t brackets m, a big number. Because we're using those guys, and we probably have to define m for like 100 or something, so there's more than we're actually going to use. Okay? So this would be actually moving through that part. Now, why do I have a couple of these doubles here? Get rid of that. Sorry. Okay, so this would be the inputting part. I would load into our arrays. A different way of doing it. You can see we have another way down further. We did it before. After this, it's just going to be for loops. The amount of data equals, in this case, I minus 1, the way I wrote the code this time. And we start looping for I equals 0, I less than n data, I plus plus. And we could then do the first derivative like that. We have a derivative down here, so it's going to be this guy and this guy. Let's put him here. And so this is going to be v, right? V is a function of t. It needs h I plus 1 h brackets I t brackets I plus 1 and just t brackets I. And that could be one loop if I want to do it that way. Then you're going to rapidly see each time I do the question it's different. And I need to do one for mean. So that's going to be a VT here. I need that variable up here. M slots again. And I need M slots for the time at that time, which will be my next line for I equals 0 less than M data. I want to calculate T mean. So that was the old T mean. But now that I'm using arrays, it's going to be like VT of brackets I brackets. Well, this should be I brackets. And T1 and T2 are right here. So I just copy them in. Okay, now I've calculated velocity and the time. We could then do basically the similar things for calculating the acceleration. So I'm going to need acceleration, a place to store it, and I'm having to declare an array for acceleration's time and a place to store it. Again, it's just going to be this loop, copied again, but this time acceleration, acceleration, VT, 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 and not H, velocity, velocity. And before we just mentioned that the final thing will be the printing at the very end, which would be another loop. Okay, so a final loop could just print out all the data. Okay, I think we will, so we will pause at here because I want to make sure you guys have enough time to write the milestone. So we'll break for about 5 minutes, and then in 5 minutes we'll start the milestone. Okay, so we'll break for about 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes later we'll start milestones. Okay, now that the mic's working again. Okay, milestones in about 5 minutes. Okay. So, yeah, you can highlight it. It'll be all in one thing.
Cố giúp mày một mày là lòng tú éo đi đó. Ăn cái này đúng không? Chắc nào. Ngon.
This is under quality extraction, right? What? Come on, last time we have to have, it's different this time than last time because the way you uploaded it last time, right? But change the name, they have to change it to MS, whichever one they want to do.
Oh, okay.
They get, yikes. So they gotta pull the MS file into the main. Oh, the M5. Whoa. A complicated directory structure. This is gonna be more challenging. They've got, this is M5, right?
Oh, yeah.
So click another M5.
Yeah,
Then it turns this to MS.
Oh.
Then they've got to move this into the SDBA directory.
Yeah.
Okay? I'll just explain them how to do. I'll show them on the screen anyway. Okay. Okay. I want to get ready to start work.
Ngồi đúng người hơn chị anh xem, ngồi đúng người hơn chị dễ xuống mấy đồng hơn ngày đi làm. Gần ngồi gần 10 ngày đi làm rồi. Xuống là cặp ngồi đúng người. Chấm hỏi mấy khi đừng nghe đăng cấp lên lồn. Với cái kèo đăng cấp lên lồn, đúng rồi, hình như cứ lần nào đánh kèo là lúc nào cũng thắng. Lúc nào mà tao đánh với mày lúc đó mày cũng thắng. Nó đúng rồi.
Mày đánh với tao với thằng Tú là mình thua.
Đéo, lần tao mày đánh mày với Tố cũng thắng mà.
Một lần nữa.
Thì tại lần duy nhất là lần đó tao đánh. Còn mấy lần trước mày tao ra kèo mà tao đéo đánh thì mày với Tố thua.
Lồn không có đầy hôm con này không gãy.
Ít lắm.
Đánh bành nữa ít. Mẹ mình bị
Ít lắm.
đánh sniper à?
Ít lắm. Thôi ít lắm á. Ủa tao đã đánh, tao sẽ thắng. Rết gần 100%.
Sợ bên rồi.
Cả nhà, đủ mẹ nói nãy giờ đéo kia mất trên nãy mẹ như già ấy. Lòng bao nhiêu tuổi á.
Yikes.
Ê, cái chót xuống bên.
Là stand ở đầu trận là ông 2 trái. Còn cái thắng ít nhất là 3 không.
Trừ 1.5 là tới 1.5.
Hồ Lao em 1.8 con giá mới luôn.
Khi trừ 3.
Thôi. Chơi là trừ châu Á, trừ châu Á trừ 1.75.
Trừ 3.
Mày thì biết là chấp châu Á rồi. Châu Á là mày được chấp lên 1.75 rồi. Red nó sẽ cao hơn rồi. Lấy cái này Red sim với lại cái gì vậy? Lấy gì đây? Bỉ hả? Bỉ thì tao nghĩ hôm nay đổi như bài.
Cái kèo chân rồi.
Ok phớt gì vậy? Yes là có luôn là không. Ok. Đó. Đặt 1-2.
Ok.
Thắng hoặc hòa đánh kèo như thế nào?
Coi chứ. Đấy là thắng luôn. và lý trí. Hay một lần
Tình
ba.
huống đầu tiên.
Gặp con quỷ tình huống đầu tiên rồi.
Okay, guys. All right, so,
Bắt nặng đi ra.
okay.
Hồi trước thằng John này nó ghi
Là thấy là bát rồi.
thôi giờ hỏi là cho ăn. Hỏi biết.
Hello, first of all, please put your handphones away in your bags or your other things, electronics, please put away. Thank you very much. Thank you kindly. All right. Okay. Have your stuff put away. Thank you. Okay. I need to explain to you how to set up your test today. Okay, guys. Listen carefully, please. I'm going to demonstrate how to set up the test for today. All right? So, you will look, if you open, you can look on your screen. I'm in SDBA. I have all the milestones, milestone 4, milestone 5, milestone 6. Okay, this should not, okay, sorry. All right? What you need to do is, first of all, let's say you want to do you're doing milestone 4. Click on milestone 4. Make sure this file inside is like my MS, or milestone 5, or milestone 5, where is he gone? Milestone 6, he needs to be called MS. And you then need to move this, Control C, move it into the main directory. You can do it here, or you can take it from the zip file, it doesn't matter. Once you've moved it into the main directory, that's step 1. Step 2 is click on it, move this file, because it got deleted, and into here, into the main directory. Okay, so now you've taken this file, the executable file, and copied it here. You will then click on this file and start, and it will give you your test question just like before. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but one file got deleted. Okay, we'll see if we can solve that problem again next time. All right? Okay, so you understand what you're doing? You're going to the milestone you're trying. Let's say you're trying milestone 6. You will make sure change this directory name to milestone. Copy the directory into your main directory. Okay, and then copy this file out of this directory and put it into SDBA. Okay, so let's say if I went to milestone 4, there's milestone 4. Okay, I will then copy it out, Control C. I will move it to here. There it is, milestone 4. I will change its name to MS. Okay, delete the old MS. Change it to MS. Because that's what I'm doing. And then take this file, MS test, and put it into the main directory. And replace, if it's not already there. And then click on it and it will run the test. Run. Okay, and your test will start. And enter your student ID, and then you'll enter the code. So I'll let you start to do that, and I'll give you your screen, and then I'll give you the password when it's ready to start the test, okay? Oh. Okay, yeah. Please restart your computer first, okay, and then we'll start the test, okay? Restart your computer, okay? So we make sure everybody's starting on a clean computer. Okay, so that makes sure that we get everything, so there's nothing missing. No files are scrambled. Okay?
Yeah, so start good, start good. Start computer, thank you. First you start computer.
Lý gì?
Okay.
Rồi chọn nào nó xin lên thì chân lý.
You start computer, yes? Did you start computer?
Tổ gì đó?
Sorry, I forgot the step when we start computer. Okay, now you should be able to find. Okay, let's go. All right, so you want to go to desktop. SD, good. SDBA, good.
I don't know if I passed 1.5 or not. Because last time like
Okay, check online. Oh no, you can't check online. It's been already cut. Okay, I think I got my hard disk. I got my disk, but I can't. I don't even have online access anymore either.
because last time Johnny signed something on my paper.
Okay, let's see. I'll try to. Okay.
SVDA.
Oh shoot, no, not from here. Okay, that one's not blocked. Okay, let's check. I'm gonna try to. Okay, that's got to go to my USB.
Hey, John, did I only pass 5.5? Did I really pass? Because I don't know if I would do pass 5 or
Okay, here we are. Where are you? There, you can look here.
1143736. Continue. More. Almost there.
Tom, you're doing milestone 6.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Okay.
Pin là gì đó? Pin là cho ấn enter. Rồi đợi. Này không chưa cho.
Pardon? Pin, I haven't given it. I made sure everybody's at the same spot.
Okay.
And then we'll give you a pin right there.
Lấy để vào đâu luôn. Lấy để vào đâu luôn. Lấy để vào đâu luôn.
Does anyone need Malcolm 5? Me. Malcolm 5.
Rác quá non chọn. Mai giờ đánh kiểu gì đó.
Là bỉ với
Là có
không kèo thì lại nhưng mà không đưa cái sợi bỉ.
Okay. Is anybody still on? Everybody's okay? Good, okay. Is everybody okay over you on your side, Sabrina?
Sáng rồi sao đi trình độ sáng rồi. Sao đi trình độ sáng. Mấy phút. Mẹ con.
Lúc đây sinh tồn tao một nửa kỳ.
Lấy bút cũng giàu rồi.
Alright.
Ủa là sao là copy đứa này nó chết mẹ quá này.
Okay. Okay, so you're on which side? Choose which side you want. You want to look at this side right now?
I think I will please start.
Okay, after Sabrina gets on the test.
Yeah. I think they're still waiting for Malcolm 3 and Malcolm 4. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, maybe we can start. Okay. Okay.
Thời tiết gì đúng không? Hai chơi này có thời tiết.
Okay. Okay.
Thời tiết rồi cái gì nữa? Thiên chi.
Okay. Has everybody got their paper now? Okay.
Phải.
So, is anybody missing their milestone paper now? Okay, we one over here. Which one are you looking for, Laura? 4. Number 4.
Kéo tiểu gì?
Good. 1-4 over here. Laura still needs 4.
6 điệu.
Okay.
Chu rảnh.
Okay, everybody's okay now? Okay, we can start? Good, okay, so Sabrina, you're that side, you're this side, Johnny, okay? Yeah, that's what we're gonna start. Wait, you guys are... Okay.
Oh, Johnny, is it what? Is it attacking from this or is it attacking from this?
It's all okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all okay.
Okay, 2004, 2004, 2004 is the pin number, 2004. Okay, please use that for your pin. Thank you. Tom, what are you doing?
I have some problems I think so.
What? Oh, you got your, oh, you have this wrong then. You're in the wrong spot. You didn't copy it correct.
I am not so sure.
Where? It should be right here, right? Should work, okay, screw it up.
Is it, I need to copy and something else?
Huh? It's not missing, it's not connecting?
Yeah.
Huh? You're connected okay? What did you, okay, hang on, I gotta see what have we got wrong then? You can't find it. Okay. Where is your, okay, MS, where's the test you're doing?
But I haven't copied something you call NS.
Yeah, you haven't done that, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because Johnny told me I just need to open it. Copy.
Yeah, you got to copy. It's inside a zip file. Yeah, copy this. Control C. Okay, now the one you're wanting to do, we just change its name to M. I think that's correct. Good. Okay, yeah, should be okay now. Okay, good. Okay, try again. Okay.
Đổi tên thành MS.
Okay, so
Không phải cướp à? Sorry, professor, can I use one pound?
如果档案打不开的，就是你们要先把档案拉到 SDBA 的那个主资料夹里面才能开哦。对，就是如果你们没有拉到主资料夹，直接点开的话，它的那个档案就会跑 error。For the student that cannot open the function correctly, you need to first pull your MS file to SDBA file.
Quy sơ lên. Thoát ra. Không, thoát ra. Chuột phải open nốt đó ở dưới. Thôi sao quay không? Pha quay khó. Chưa đâu. Xong mày cũng sao tao rồi. Tao để làm. Sao em? Tao chịu, tao không biết làm.
如果还找不开再去想。
Ủa? À, em làm.
This just means that you're doing right code.
Sao lại đẩy 6 cả? Đếm nó có 8 số. Ngủ rồi. Rồi bây giờ có 7 nhưng mà để biết thì cứ phải 8 số tôi đếm rồi tôi phải thấy không đếm hiểu là 8 số 7 số Ôi sao em tao đến rồi tao cũng đi làm cậu làm
What color paper do you want to apply?
Pink.
Okay, sure, okay. Okay, I'll let you know. Yeah, you give them, thank you.
Pardon? Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, hi, okay, hi.
Chạy đều lên số ảnh là từ đầu lên số 2 cứ đưa lên số chục xong rồi tính ok nó không tạo nhóm rồi scanner viết float viết float cảm thấy đây à
It's good. Huh? No. This is not a VP diagram. No. You can go, yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's not over. Huh? What now? Try this guy, okay? It worked. It must be wrong with that computer or something. Sorry, I don't understand that. Okay. Good. You may not return to the street.
Cái ngay mình tự quý mà tao chưa sửa sao nhưng mà cứ sao linh tinh tao mới sửa thành cái này không biết đâu.
Tom, no talking, or you'll need to leave immediately. Do you understand? Oh, this should be from, it should be slang, it should be with these words. That should be with these words. That was more, that was okay. It's good, yes, but it should be with, that should be with. question. Oh, here it is.
Cái lộn gì á. Thấy dữ lắm.
Okay, but you probably won't even have time to finish this crop. What possible for is what we're going to do, right? Okay. No, oh, those are all. Oh, oh no, those are all done. Okay, huh? Okay, yes, okay. Okay, good, okay, good. We have 8 more minutes, 8 more minutes. I have Bob and John, Bob and John. Yes, you can.
Xanh lên. làm được nữa.
Okay. We'll go back. Okay, time is up. I'm going to block computer. If you think you've finished, I will check your computer in a second, okay? Okay? What? If you think you've finished and completed, we'll check after everybody else leaves, okay? We're holding the computer, okay? Okay. 如果你兄弟已经做完了，请坐在你的位置上，我们再检查一下，把别的人可以离开 ，OK？
Mày trên này mà. Mày kéo thì tự lấy chuột kéo.
Can I check my score?
Okay, sure.
Mày qua milestone 1 nè, 4 rồi chứ qua milestone nào.
Đây là 4 à?
Professor,
Yeah.
what grade will we have if we only pass milestone 4, like from 1 to 4?
I'll be checking how many stamps you have in your book.
And stamps?
Yeah, the stamps will check. So it'll be between 60 and maybe 65.
65. How about finish milestone 5?
Pardon?
How about finish from 1 to 5?
Is 75 to 80.
Okay.
Okay?
Đúng không?
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Đưa mày là từ 60, 65 ấy.
Phải check thêm cái này.
Cái stamp nữa là mới 60, 65 hay sao?
Mua ngặt mình đủ stem phết luôn. Đó. Đây là sách. Sách vở nhà tủ.
Mình chơi AI đủ.
Trượt phát ở đây.